This
Mr.
is about my
Smith,
child,
Mr.
and you
Smith,
are
Mr.
trying to rush
Smith.
through this, and it's not
Okay,
fair.
you owe me 5 days in Bell County Jail. Ma'am, you owe me 5 days in Bell County Jail. Yes, sir. Get the other testimony and get some information on whether or not the court should order non-disclosure. Ma'am, the burden of proof falls on you to show why the court should do that. But we'll see about that as far as the testimony is concerned. See, it's appropriate this thing going forward, and the court will definitely make a decision about that undone drug testing. All right, thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and ask both of y'all to raise your right hands, please. All right, do you both solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. You can put your hand down, and I'll go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses, and or ad litem, however the state wants to set it up, and then we'll come back and deal with anything in addition you think needs to come out that did come out when the lawyers were asking you questions. Because, like I said, you represent yourselves. You have the right to tell the court information so long as it's under oath and so long as it's relevant to what we're doing here today. So at this time, I'll allow the state to proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. State will call Mia Kanaba.
Yes.
What is your full name?
Mia Ryan Canaba.
What is the full name of the child in this case?
Harper Rose Canaba.
When was Harper born?
July 22nd, 2024.
So how old is she?
She's a year old.
All right. I'll just start out with so has Mr. Smith from the time Harper was born to today given you any cash or very expensive, and I mean like over $100 expensive goods for the benefit of Harper?
No.
All right. So could you hear my opening statement?
Yes.
Was what I said about what you all agreed to accurate?
About money getting child support?
Like the current child support, cash medical, the retroactive child support judgment, and the repayment.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about non-disclosure now. Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Smith?
Regarding of him knowing my living situation, yes.
So could you briefly explain to the court what's going on?
Previous to him knowing of me living in Belton, he has harassed me by sending the police at 5 p.m. every Friday and also sending CPS to my house 3 times.
All right. So previous,
Belton,
ma'am, so if you could give me a timeline. So when was he sending the police 5 times to your house?
he sent the police from the time she was born to the time we left the hotel for him to go back home after I had given birth and for me to go back to my Belton residence. He sent the police on a welfare check. I got told by Belton Police PD that if he keeps sending them out for the 6th time in a row, that I'm allowed to file harassment charges.
All right. And so when was he sent? When did he send CPS out?
Whenever I lived there and I had moved to another resident in Belton, and he also sent CPS out there.
And then this is after the child was born?
Yes, this is all after the child was born.
All right. And were there any police reports filed because of this?
About 2 court cases ago, I tried to give y'all the reports and I got told that I was not a lawyer. I could look for the papers, but
Today, we're diving into a volatile custody and child support hearing that has everything. Accusations, drama, police involvement, and a father fighting to prove himself while a mother insists she needs protection. The tension is thick from the very first minute. You can the resentment in the room. We'll see allegations of harassment, police welfare checks, CPS visits, and a heated battle over what's best for a 1-year-old child. Stay tuned, because this isn't just another family dispute. This is a courtroom chess match where every move could change the future of one very young life. And trust me, by the end of this hearing, you'll see why the judge had his hands full.
So there were police reports done.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Was there ever a CPS investigation that took place?
I have 3 separate CPS cases open. 2 are from him.
And they involve this child?
Yes.
All right. And Your Honor, I forgot to mention this in my opening, but the state would like to offer the filed DNA test report into evidence. I only have a copy of the non-filed version, so and the state will call that Exhibit A.
All right, the court is now. Let's see, let me get back to the back of the file.
I have no objection to it, Judge.
All right, folks. The file marked copy of this matter is now State's Exhibit A, which is the DNA paternity analysis in your case. Is there any legal reason, ma'am, I should not allow this evidence at this time? Any objection, Ms. Canova?
No.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Smith, any objection, sir?
No, sir.
All right, State's A's admitted. State's A shows that Mr. Dalton Smith cannot be excluded as a biological father of the child Harper. Probability of paternity is within the guidelines of 99.99, which and this one is exactly 99.999999. So at least it's above that standard of 99.9. The court will so find that he is a biological father. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Right away, we can tell this judge isn't playing games. The courtroom tone is strict, almost militaristic. And did you catch that? 5 days in county jail. That tells us there's already some history here. This isn't a clean slate. It's a continuation of ongoing tension between the parties. Notice how quickly the discussion jumps from courtroom procedure to emotional conflict. The judge wants order, but the participants seem ready to argue over every word. What's fascinating here is how fast things move from legal formality to raw emotion. And that's exactly where courtroom drama thrives.
All right, thank you very much. Your witness, sorry, Mr. Brimall, thank you. I almost called you Mr. Gaunt.
Oh, don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want 4 people mad at me, you, him, and both sets of parents. Okay.
No, it's all good. All right. All right. Miss Kanaba, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Do you recall being ordered to take a drug test in this case?
Yes.
And what day did you take the test?
Saturday, about a week ago. Yeah.
On the 6th of this
Yes.
month? All right.
Yes.
All right. And did you get a copy of the results from the testing facility?
Yes.
All right. And the results that you have were also sent to me. Were you aware of that?
Yes.
All right. And I received them from Any Lab Test Now in Colleen. Is that where you tested?
Yes.
Okay. And the results that I have show that you were negative for all substances tested for. Is that the same as the one that you were given?
Classic turning point. Money. Every custody or support hearing eventually circles back to it. The state cuts straight to the chase. Has he provided anything? And when she answers no, it lands like a gavel strike. For viewers who've seen these cases before, you know this moment matters. It sets the stage for child support enforcement, arrears, and credibility. The simplicity of her no carries weight. It paints a picture of neglex, set. But as always, the courtroom has 2 sides. What do you think, viewers? Is this a case of financial irresponsibility or emotional warfare?
Yes.
All right. All right. Regarding, let's move on. How many visitation periods or periods of possession have you all done together, you and Mr. Smith?
We've done quite a bit. Trying to think. Went to Cameron Park Zoos, I want to say 3 separate times. So that'd be 3. Our first ever one was McDonald's, Sephora, and I think there's about one or two more. So 5 or 6?
Okay. Did you go to the museum in Waco at all? The children's museum?
Yes. Yes. So that'd be 7.
Okay, so how many times did you go to the zoo in Waco? 3?
Yeah, 3. Trying to think.
And the museum
Yes.
you went to how many times?
What was that?
How many times did you go to the museum, the children's museum?
Once.
And how many times did you go to McDonald's?
Once.
Okay. And then you met at West's not West's, Slovacek's in West.
Here's where the tension skyrockets. Allegations of harassment, police visits, and child protective services are not light accusations. These carry social, legal, and emotional weight. If true, this paints the father as manipulative and vengeful. But if exaggerated, it becomes a strategy, a calculated play to control the courtroom narrative. Either way, the judge now faces a balancing act, protecting the child's safety while avoiding weaponized claims. The audience should watch carefully here, because how the court handles this kind of accusation often
Is
defines.
that right?
Yes.
And how many times?
That should be 2.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at a total of 7 visits, I believe. All right. And those go all the way back to all of them have been this summer, correct? Since May?
Yes.
All right. And before that, before the court put in place an interim order regarding possession and access, what had y'all been doing or not doing regarding possession and access?
What? May I ask what you
So like
mean by-
before the court's order, what were you doing before the court's order?
before the court's order?
Yes.
I mean, he wasn't visiting or anything. It was just mostly FaceTimes and text messages, and that's about it.
Okay. Were there any in-person visits before then or no?
No.
All right.
Just the
What
one after birth, and that's about it.
what city was the child born in?
Temple.
And has the child always resided in the Temple Belton area?
Yes.
Okay.
Until moving to, not saying the city, but until moving to different cities.
Your residence is in Bell County, correct?
Yes.
All right. Are you saying you've moved recently or no?
I'm still in Bell County, but if we're getting specifics to cities, different cities, I have moved, but I have not moved counties.
Okay. What city do you live in now?
I do not feel comfortable disclosing that information.
All right, I'll let it go. I'll let it go with that for a second. Let's move on, Mr. Grandma. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Do you know what city the father resides in?
Yes.
Have you been up to that city?
I have no reason to go, no.
Okay.
Where does he reside, ma'am?
What was that?
Science leaves no room for debate. 99.99999% probability. This moment changes the stakes completely. Up to this point, much of the conflict was emotional. Now it becomes legal fact. The judge's tone reflects that. Calm, final, decisive. In courtroom terms, this is checkmate on biology. There's no walking it back, no gray area left. You can almost sense the weight in the room shift. From, who's the father, to what kind of father will he be?
Where does he reside?
Burleson, Texas.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Was he living in Bell County at the time of the birth of the child?
No.
Okay. So regarding the all of these periods of possession or visitation periods, however you want to call them, they were all supposed to be supervised by you, is that correct? Or someone that you designate?
Yes.
And I believe the judge instructed y'all that you were permitted to bring one additional person. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Um, and I believe I recall that the judge had said y'all were not to bring new significant partners, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives, etc. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you recall who the individuals were that came to all of these visits?
Yes.
And who, so let's just take them one at a time. So, for the visit at the museum, there was only one of those. Do you recall who the person you brought was?
Oof.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. The visit at McDonald's, which city was that in?
West.
Okay.
Yeah, West.
Do you recall who the person that you brought was?
Yes.
Who was it?
That was Michelle.
And who's Michelle?
That is my, I was at the time whenever I was bringing her my roommate.
Okay. The first visit at the zoo, who was the person you brought?
I want to say Clayton.
And who's Clayton?
That is my best friend.
Are you dating Clayton?
No.
All right. How do you know Clayton?
Through school.
Okay. The second visit at the zoo, who'd you bring?
My significant other Mason.
Okay. And the third visit at the zoo, who'd you bring?
Should still be Mason.
Okay. Did you have any other visitors accompany you on any of those visits?
No.
Okay. In the Slovaceks, there were two visits.
Now that's an interesting turn. The mother's drug test comes back clean. In custody hearings, a clean result can mean everything. It removes one of the easiest weapons the other side can use: allegations of instability or neglect. Notice how even the judge's tone softens here. That brief relief tells us the mother's credibility just got a boost. But the question remains: if both sides are technically in the clear, why does it still feel like a ticking time bomb?
Who'd you bring?
Mr. Brimhall, let's move on. I'm sorry, this is not getting me anywhere, folks. So let's move on, okay? Just
It goes
making a blanket.
to
How
the
many people she brought, their
altercation.
names, and then get his. Yeah. This is just taking way too long, Mr. Brimhall.
Okay. All right.
I think it leads up to the altercation.
Did your
But
mom come to any of these visits?
she came to one.
Did your sister come to any of these visits?
She came to one.
Okay.
And mind you, those are my rides to get to those visits.
I was going to ask you about that next. Do you have an active driver's license?
Yes.
Do you have a vehicle that you have access to?
Yes, but that person that will lend me the vehicle will not allow me to take it that far, an hour or two away. And that's her
Due to
vehicle. She owns it.
due to the condition of the vehicle or due
No, she just will not let me.
You know what? On I-35, Mr. Brimhall, move on.
Okay. All right. Regarding my announcement about a proposed step-up plan, did you hear that?
Brimhall,
Yes.
you can skip that too. I'm not doing anything until I get my drug test.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Okay.
can leave that for now.
Okay. I'll just ask generally. Okay. I'll move on from that issue then.
I do need to know what happened at the last incident. I do
Yeah.
need to know about that.
Talk to me.
Okay.
So what the incident at Slovaceks was in the third Saturday in August. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And um, who was present?
It was me, my mom, my dad, and my significant other.
Okay. All right. And what time did you arrive?
Oh, I don't remember. That
Approximately
should be,
afternoon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
yeah, afternoon, 1 o'clock. It shouldn't be any later or earlier than that.
Okay. And when you arrived with Mr. Smith there?
Mr. Smith was there before me.
Okay. Do you know how long he had been waiting?
Not long. He would usually text on app close and complain if I was late, so not long.
Okay. Did you text him to let him know you were running late?
Wasn't running late at all.
Okay. So he showed up early is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, Tell me go ahead and just give me a short couple sentences on what happened according to your point of view.
Was visiting with him, sitting down on the toy section. My dad was actively driving through the town to leave for a flight to go see a game in whatever town, that doesn't matter. So he wanted to stop by and say hi. So he did. Nobody took the time away from Mr. Smith. Whenever he had heard that my dad was going to come and visit for a little bit and then leave, he decided to cuss at me and tell me that this is not a family Christmas, and started to use vulgar language with me and started shaking, started
Okay.
getting red, fists were balling up.
Hold on a second. Let
Um,
me hold on. So your parents did not drive with you, is that right?
my mom, my mom, and my significant other all drove in one car with Harper.
Okay. And
And as
your father drove separately?
Objection,
yes,
Your Honor.
because
I don't see how it's
but
relevant who drove
Yeah.
and what car.
he
Why-
complains about the
Okay,
people being there.
stop,
That's
stop,
why it's
stop,
relevant.
stop. I have an objection on the floor at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and overrule that, but yeah, Mr. Brimhall, speed it along. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, Judge.
I get it. There's not okay. He had just two separate vehicles. Dad was just coming. Came in his own vehicle. I got it. Move on. Thank you.
But okay, very good. All right. When were the police called? How long into the visit approximately? 30 minutes, an hour?
About an hour into the visit, the employees
Okay,
heard everything that was going on,
hold
and
on.
they wanted to
Now,
call the police.
ma'am. You're going beyond the question. The question was, when did it occur? And once you give that answer, stop. Don't add anything else into it until you get the next question. Thank you.
Yeah, so just make sure you listen really carefully to the question. If it's open-ended, you can certainly have free reign to talk, but that one was a short answer question. Um, my next question is that first 30 minutes to an hour, uh, the child was turned over to Mr. Smith, is that right?
Yes,
Okay, and they spent time walking around Slovaceks, is that more or less correct?
kind of.
Was there any significant thing that happened, any interaction during the first moments?
Just him walking away as I was trying to keep supervised visitation with him, and
Okay, so you were just trying to keep eye on the situation like you were ordered to, and
Mhm.
and was that met with resistance or?
just him walking away. Only resistance came was later on.
Okay, so connect the dot for me. Like, so it started off okay then, is that fair?
Yeah,
Okay, and then it turned quite bad. So what was the turning point? What was the inflection point there? When did it turn bad?
whenever I had answered my dad's phone call, and that's whenever he blew up.
Okay. And were you expecting your dad to swing by?
No,
Okay. Do your parents live together?
no,
Okay. All right. Um, did your dad know you were going to be there?
yes,
Okay. And so you talked to your father and he was going to swing by.
7 visits, mostly public. McDonald's, zoos, museums. It sounds simple, but notice how each location is neutral, almost transaction. Well, this is not a family spending time together. It's a court-approved arrangement under observation. And the mother's detailed recall of each visit. That says a lot. It's rehearsed.